Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flow, so find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat. You might place your hands on your knees, maybe in your lap. Close your eyes when you're ready to do so and take a nice big breath in. Lengthen through your spine and a big breath out. Do that again. Nice deep inhale and let it go. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, just let your chin start to fall down towards your collarbone. Taking an inhale as you roll your head towards your right shoulder. And just pausing here. Feel the length, the stretch, the side of your neck, and maybe place your hands on the floor beside you. Let your shoulders get heavier. See if maybe that deepens the stretch that you're feeling through your neck. And if you did bring your hands to the ground, just bring them back to your knees or your lap. Stay for an inhale and let the exhale roll your head back down slowly towards your collarbone. Taking an inhale, you can roll your head to the other side, pausing here, and maybe moving your hands to the floor beside you. Maybe lengthening through your spine again. But just notice how the neck feels as you soften your shoulders. Let them fall from your ears. Slow down your day. If your hands are on the ground, bring them back to your knees or your lap. Stay for an inhale and let the exhale roll your chin slowly back down. Pause here for a breath. And then use an inhale to lift your chin back up just to a neutral place. We're going to move our hands back to the floor beside us. As you take a big inhale, start to reach your right arm out to the side and then up above you. Lean over as much as you'd like. Spread your fingertips wide and then maybe start to look up towards your fingertips or above you. Stay for an inhale, stay for an exhale. And then use an inhale to find your way back through center, fingertips to the ground beside you. Nice long spine, big breath in as you reach your left arm out, up, and maybe over. Feel that length through your side body. Maybe start to look up to the fingertips that you're spreading nice and wide. Beautiful, you guys. One more breath here. In, out. Let an inhale bring you back through center. Your hands can come back maybe to your knees, maybe to your lap. If you want to take a shoulder roll, add a shoulder roll in, and then let's find our way into tabletop onto our hands and knees. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Tuck your toes. Take a big breath in and exhale into downward facing dog. Take a moment here to push into your palms. Send your hips nice and high. Maybe pedal your feet a couple times. Take your dog for a walk. And breathe nice and deep. How are you feeling so far today? Nice work, you guys. With an inhale. When you're ready, start to look forwards between your hands. Exhale, walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale. As you lift halfway, just to lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold forwards, plant your hands and walk your feet back to your downward facing dog. Send your feet about mat width apart. Push into your palms. Let your head get heavy and maybe start to walk your right hand towards your left foot. You can make this a twist, you can turn your chest, or you can skip the twist. You can just walk your hand back to your foot and kind of keep your chest facing between those feet to the bottom of your mat. Nice work, you guys. Bring your hand back to the top. Push into your palms, both of them. Send your hips high, and then maybe walk your left hand towards your right foot or towards the middle of your feet. Maybe add a little twist. Turn your chest to the right. Look that way. Awesome work, you guys. Bring your left hand back to the top of your mat if you went for that walk. Step your feet in all the way together. Big toes touching. Push into your palms again. Send your hips high. Use an inhale to lift your right foot up. Look forwards and exhale. Send your right foot all the way up between your hands, setting up a lunge. Your left hand can stay planted. If you want to twist, turn your chest towards the right. Maybe reach your right arm up. Maybe look up. Take a big inhale here. Let the exhale bring you back out of your twist. Lower your knee down. Untuck your back toe so you're resting on the top of your foot, and then heel toe your front foot to the right side of your mat. Sink into your hips, into your lizard. You can stay on your palms if you want another twist. Bring your left hand to the edge of your mat. Turn your chest back over towards the right. Maybe reaching up again, maybe looking up. Sink into those hips. Beautiful, you guys. One more inhale. The exhale, bring you out of the twist if that's where you are. You can heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee maybe. With an inhale, start to look forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale as you lift halfway. Exhale, folding, planting your hands, stepping all the way back into your downward dog. Feet can come out wider. Push into your palms if you want to take that twist. Walk your right hand back towards your left foot again. Maybe you're able to grab onto the outer edge of your ankle or your calf. Maybe this is a twist, maybe it's not. Just bring your right hand back to the top if that's where you went, and then switch sides. Left hand walking towards that right foot or grabbing onto it. Twist or no twist, bring that left hand back to the top. Push into your palms, send your hips high, then walk your feet all the way together. Inhale your left foot up. Look forwards, exhale, send your foot between your hands, setting up your lunge. Nice work, you guys. If you want to twist, your right hand can stay planted. Turn your chest to the left. Maybe reach on up. Maybe look up. One more inhale here. Let the exhale bring you back. Lower your knee down. Rest on the top of your back foot. Heel toe your foot, your left one, to the edge of your mat. Set up your lizard. Sink into those hips. Skip the twist if you'd like, or place your right hand on the edge of your mat and turn your chest back over to the left. Find your breath. Nicely done, you guys. One more inhale. If you're twisting, let the exhale bring you back. You can heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat again. Tuck your back toes. Maybe pick your knee up. Inhale to gaze forwards. Exhale. Your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale. Lift halfway. Exhale. Fold. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Reach up. Maybe look up. With the exhale, lower your hands in front of your heart to your sides. Shoulder roll if you want one. Big inhale, reach up again. Exhale, let's fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold and plant your hands. Step all the way back into downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. Use an inhale to shift your weight forwards into a plank, maybe lower to your knees or not, but then start to lower your chest. Lower all the way down onto your tummy. Rest on the top of your feet. Bring your hands out wide. So on maybe the upper corners of your mat, maybe off of your mat, and then take an inhale and lift your chest. Maybe just a little bit, maybe a little more, but roll your shoulders kind of back and down. Relax through your legs. Soften through your glutes. And just slow down for a moment. You might be on your fingertips. Your entire palm might be planted. Your chest might be slightly lifting off of your mat or lifted a lot. Whatever feels good. And you may start to turn your chin towards your left shoulder. And then bringing it back through center and over to the right shoulder. And then letting your gaze or your chin come forwards again. Stay for an inhale, maybe push into your hands a little more. And then with the exhale, relax down. Stack your palms, rest your forehead on top, maybe add a nice rock of the hips side to side. And when you're ready, bringing your hands under your shoulders. So from your knees or tucking your toes under, we're going to push ourselves back up into our plank. So maybe onto your knees, maybe onto your hands and your feet, and then all the way back into downward facing dog. Send your hips high, push into your palms. Take a nice big inhale, and with the exhale, lower your knees down to your mat. Cross your ankles, sit down, and let's bring our legs out in front. You can keep your right leg out long. Your left foot might come to your inner thigh, or it might rest on top of your quad. You can have your bottom leg stay out long. You can take a forward fold if your foot is on your inner thigh, but if your foot is on your quad, you may bend your leg and bring your left leg towards your chest. You can lean back here, bring your hands behind you, lean back a little bit. Notice how your knee feels. Flex your foot, any discomfort there, or it might just feel good to do so. Wake up the ankle. Nice work, you guys. So just an opportunity to get a little creative, have a little fun, because we're not already having enough. So if you do have your bottom leg bent and you just want to play around here, you might start to lean forwards a little bit, maybe hug your right knee. Keep flexing that left foot. And if you want to get a little crazy, you might see if you can find that sweet spot where you're balancing on your sit bones, leaning back a little bit, kind of hugging your legs like a pretzel-ish shape, and maybe floating that right foot, or maybe the big toe is the last thing touching of that right leg and foot. Nice work, you guys. And you might start, I don't know, to play around a little more. Maybe that right leg is able to lengthen. Maybe not. Maybe you're enjoying a nice forward fold here. But if you did, try something different, get a little crazy, start to make your way back. Send your right leg out and bring your left foot to your inner thigh. And then send your left leg out. Give your legs a nice little shake. We're just going to switch sides. Your right foot to the inner thigh. Enjoy a nice forward fold and just skip all of the crazy, weird stuff. Or see how it feels. Maybe the right foot does enjoy being on top of the quad, flexing that foot. You can have your bottom leg straight. Sit tall, long spine. A whole lot of options. Maybe bending your bottom leg in. Get that nice glute, leg, hip stretch first. Maybe even just close your eyes and see what happens as you start to get a little bit creative or not. One side might be a little or a lot easier to navigate through than the other side. So just have fun with it. If you do want to try to float, be nice to your knee. Maybe Your big toe never leaves your mat. And maybe you do surprise yourself and you find, I call this our floating figure 4. Awesome work, you guys. You can eventually find your way back down and let your legs go out long and maybe give them a nice little shake. But then just bend both of your knees. Give your knees a hug. A little lean forwards, maybe even a rock side to side, perhaps. And we're going to be coming onto our backs next. So you might, if you've got space behind you, you might roll down. You might lift your feet up and roll slowly onto your back. Maybe it's a little quicker than you plan. But if you're hugging your knees, hug your knees a little bit longer. Maybe add a few more rocks of your knees side to side. Massaging the low back. Then you can start to let your knees just open up a little bit, get a little wider. Your right foot, your ankle might cross over top of the left ankle. And you might just cross your legs. You might actually reach for your feet. Just resting your head, resting your shoulders. You can keep your ankles crossed. Or you can kind of pull your feet wider and bring your inner legs together for a reclined cow face. Inner legs together, knees stacking. One in front, one behind, feet out wide. If you did bring your knees together, just try to hold onto your feet as you bring your ankles back to how they were crossed before. And then let go of your feet if you're hanging onto them. Cross your ankles the other way. Stay just like this. Maybe holding onto your knees. You don't have to hang onto your feet. But maybe you do. Relax through your upper body. Maybe playing around with the legs. If you do want to pull the feet out wide, bring the knees, the inner legs together. How do the glutes, the hips feel? Awesome work, you guys. Slowly bring your knees apart again. Stack your ankles or cross your ankles back to where you came. And then you can eventually let your legs go or uncross first if you want to take a couple extra rocks. Side to side, just massaging the low back. Go for it. And then your feet can come down all the way to your mat. Then your arms out long, out wide, weight on your shoulders. Your knees can fall over towards the left side for a twist, another twist. And take just 3 nice deep breaths here. Encourage your tummy to move up and down with these nice deep breaths. And after the third, or what you think may be the third, use a big inhale to lift your legs up. And you can let them fall over to the right. Just 3 of your deepest breath. Your deepest breath of the day. And letting a big inhale help you bring your knees back up one more time. Maybe a couple extra rocks side to side with the knees. And you can send your legs one at a time out long, your feet out wide. And resting your arms at your sides. With your palms facing up. Allowing your body to just find stillness. To settle right into Shavasana. And to stay here for as long as you have time for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.